Hello YouTube, how's everyone doing? It's Professional here. So today I got a kind of weird video for you guys. I never thought that I would make a video of both Call of Duty and GTA in the same video, but here we are. So about a week ago, I actually posted a poll, and this poll aged like wine. And basically what I asked you guys in the poll is I asked you guys whether you think that Call of Duty will actually be delayed, or whether it will actually come out early or come out on time because of GTA 6. So basically, GTA 6 is having such an effect on the video game world that nobody wants to release games in November. So November is a prime time to release games. It's 1 month before the holidays. It's just a really good time to release video games. However, though, nobody wants to release the exact same game in November as GTA 6 because GTA 6 will absolutely destroy them in sales in that month, and they will end up selling less copies. So I actually made a poll, and I asked you guys in that poll, do you think that Modern Warfare 4 is going to come out in November, which it normally comes out the normal date? Is it going to come out in October, 1 month early? Or is it going to come out in December, 1 month after GTA 6? And most people voted that it was coming out in October, and you guys were spot on with that. Now, to be fair, there have been other Call of Duty games that have released early. For example, Black Ops 4 released near the beginning of October. I think it was like October 11 or 12. And they did that because Red Dead Redemption 2 was actually coming out around that time. And they didn't want to compete even with Red Dead Redemption 2. So nobody wants to compete with Rockstar. And Black Ops 6 came out in October 2024. But I can't remember whether Black Ops 6 had any games they were competing with in November. But now, Activision and Microsoft are not going to say that this was because of GTA 6, but face it, guys. We know it's because of GTA 6. It's obvious it's because of GTA 6. Nobody wants to compete with Rockstar at this time. So anyways, now that I've, covered that, let's break down this trailer. Let's see exactly what's going on. I did actually watch this a little bit earlier today, so I kind of know what's in the trailer. But I'll react to it again here, and I will actually break down a lot of the stuff that I see in here. And to be honest, and people are going to ask me, am I looking forward to this game? I kind of am looking forward to this game. I think this will actually probably be one of the better Call of Duty games. This will certainly be better than what we had with Black Ops 7. Yeah, don't even remind me of that one. That was a disaster. But anyways, let's watch it here.
10 mics, then your asses better be in formation north of the stadium.
Orders are anytime, any place.
Get ready. Sergeant J, keep your scouts in line.
Can we make a pit stop at the Komatu?
When I saw this the first time, I knew this was South Korea, and I knew it was coming.
Who's that, a K-pop star?
The new supreme leader of North Korea.
No shit. That dude looks younger than I am.
You guys heard that?
That's really cool. They made the villains say the line from 2019. And this is New York, I can tell. Really quick, Times Square.
You're still a wanted man.
Yeah, I know.
What did you do?
What I had to.
We make our own rules of engagement now. You are moving a weapon of war.
I'm so happy Infinity Ward is designing this again and not Sledgehammer, because this actually looks
Do
good.
what you need to. Because you know I will.
재반자를 찾아내라. 마을을 불태워서라도. 제발.
수류탄 투척!
Ready. We could all die tonight. We don't even get a choice. broke a lot of rules, Price. No more rules.
Oh, no. That has me scared at the end. That bundle that they have. That no, don't. Like that stuff right at the end there. Like that. Like come on, guys. Seriously, why? Why do you have to have the bundle right at the end? That just scared me. No, like I don't want this game to be ruined. About this game is, I'm looking forward to this game. And I'm looking forward to this game for a variety of reasons. The first reason is that Black Ops 7 was a crappy game, the worst Call of Duty game that I played in years. Second reason is that both the Infinity Ward Modern Warfare games I enjoyed. So I really did enjoy Modern Warfare 2019, and I really liked Modern Warfare 2 2022. So some people said Modern Warfare 2 2022 was kind of average, but I actually really liked it. I especially liked the cartel storyline, and I really liked DMZ mode, which I was a really big fan of the DMZ mode. I even liked the co-op raids. So Modern Warfare 2022 is probably my favorite one out of all of the newer Call of Duties. But this one is not being developed by Sledgehammer, thank God. And it seems that they have taken all the criticism that we've given them with the storyline of Modern Warfare 3, because a lot of people are pissed about the storyline of Modern Warfare 3. I just really hope that this storyline is not 4 hours long, please. Like, I can at least hope for 7 hours. If I get at least a 7-hour storyline, I'll be happy, but I'm probably not expecting more than that. But anyways, let's break this down, because I think this game is going to be really good. And I'll talk a little bit about the DMZ mode too, but I want to focus right now on the single player. So right about this start here is that these guys, these soldiers that you see here, this is a combination of both American and South Korean soldiers. Yeah, okay, this, that's the American commander there. But look here, look at this. See the patch right here? That is the South Korean flag. So this guy is South Korean army. And from what I've read is that you are actually going to be playing as the South Korean army in the North Korea chapter in the game. But, and this is something that's really important to note, and I wonder if the game is going to highlight this. There was one YouTuber that I watched earlier where he said that the game is going to highlight this, but I don't know. That's just going all based off assumptions. But like you can see, you know, the South Korean flag here, South Korean flag here. I don't know if my camera's blocking that. You can see the American patch on this guy. So combination of both South Korean and American forces. Now about this is all of the American soldiers that would be in this scene are all volunteers. All of them. In America, we technically do have conscription, but it's not really been used. So you have something like selective service. When you're 18, you have to basically sign up for that. And that's in case of a draft, basically like a World War situation. But we have not had conscription since the Vietnam War. So pretty much every single person that is in the United States military is a volunteer. Where in South Korea, the system is very different. South Korea actually has mandatory conscription. And a lot of people that go into the military in South Korea don't want to go into it. Not like in America, culturally people make a career out of the military. But in South Korea, it's very different. People culturally do not make a career out of the military. People actually do not like going into the military versus in the United States. So a lot of people, when they get called up for military service, they really hate that. Like, it demoralizes them. They really don't like that. So they have conscription. And North Korea also has conscription also, but North Korea's system is much more strict, and North Korea drafts a lot more people. They spend years longer in there than what South Korea does. But I'm wondering if they're going to show that, because this guy, for example, doesn't seem to be too happy to be there. So I wonder if they'll actually show that a lot of these guys are actually conscripted. Because the thing about that is having a volunteer soldier is always better than having a conscripted soldier, because a volunteer soldier wants to be there where a conscripted soldier does not want to be there. Okay, and so this guy right here, from everything that I've read, is apparently the main antagonist in Modern Warfare 4. This is the dictator of North Korea, the new supreme leader of North Korea. Now, this guy is supposed to be based off of Kim Jong-un. I really wish that they would have had Kim Jong-un as the main villain in Modern Warfare 4, but the thing is, the reason that they don't have Kim Jong-un as the main villain is because in that movie, The Interview, which that movie came out in, what was it, 2014? That movie, James Franco, you remember where they assassinated Kim Jong-un in like a comedy? When that movie was coming out, Sony actually got hacked. And not only did they get hacked, they got death threats, and it was apparently from like North Korean hackers. And they have basically threatened that if this movie comes out, there's going to be really bad things that are going to be happening. The movie that I don't think launched in theaters, it only launched online. I saw that movie, but that's probably why they're not putting Kim Jong-un in the game, because if you end up killing him, you know, the North Korean regime, because North Korea is such a psychotic dictatorship, they're going to freak out, and they're going to, you know, there could be numerous cyber attacks. They could go after Microsoft, because Microsoft owns Activision now, so that could happen. North Korea's launched a lot of cyber attacks. They've done cryptocurrency scams. They are actually a very big threat online. Now, Kim Jong-un was the main antagonist in the Homefront games. Homefront is another game where you fight North Korea in, but he doesn't die in those games. So I highly suspect that the reason they made this guy a fictional guy is because you're probably going to kill him. That's probably what's going to happen. He's most likely the main antagonist. I had General Barkov in Modern Warfare 2019. This guy is probably going to be the main bad guy. Now, it looks like some kind of EMP attack. And now here's the bombing. This is important here. Let me play this. Okay, this right here. So you see all of the explosions right now. I hope that the developers did a lot of their research into the Korean conflict, because this is what a lot of people don't know about North Korea, is that even if North Korea does not have nuclear weapons, which North Korea does, but even if North Korea does not have nuclear weapons, North Korea is a massive threat to South Korea because of their artillery. So North Korea has somewhere between 10 to 15,000 artillery guns. And those artillery guns are all right at the border where the DMZ is, the demilitarized zone. And they have Seoul in range. Seoul is the capital of South Korea. Now, Seoul is, I think Seoul is about 40 miles from the border. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. I know it's not very far from the border. It's easily drivable distance. And a lot of this artillery can actually go that far. So a lot of North Korea does use some old-fashioned Soviet-style artillery, but they also have some more modern ones that can go much farther. And if a war was to break out, what North Korea would immediately do, because they got all those guns zeroed in, they would just start bombing Seoul like crazy. And this could inflict hundreds of thousands of casualties. Like, they could level Seoul. They don't even need to use a nuclear bomb. They could just level Seoul with just the amount of artillery guns. And I actually looked up how many artillery guns South Korea has a little bit earlier, because I was curious on that. South Korea, it said on Google that they have between 3,000 to 5,000 artillery guns, which that's crazy. That means North Korea is about 3 times the artillery power of South Korea. But to be fair, though, South Korea's artillery would be more advanced. North Korea's artillery would be a lot less advanced. So if they are gonna make this accurate, if they're gonna do their research on this, this should be artillery. This should not be like bombings from planes and stuff like that. Now here you have the North Korean special forces that are jumping out. Yeah, it's a paratrooper invasion basically. Yeah, you see them all coming in. Now this is, I think, the best part of the trailer. I think is this part. Going dark, and you see how the thing is red? They're doing that on purpose. Their night vision goggles are red to show it's the villains. But I do like that they referenced that iconic line from Modern Warfare 2019, and they brought that in with the North Korean Special Forces. Now, about these guys, let me go a little further back here. If I could zoom in on the Special Forces guy again here. Okay, so about this, you see this, he has a red dot, he has some kind of optic on here, and he has a suppressor, and he also has night vision goggles. Now, about that, North Korea, do they use suppressors? Yes, they have suppressors. Some North Korean teams actually carry night vision goggles. Also, they've displayed that in military parades. We've seen that. But here's the thing is, the regular North Korean military is not going to be carrying around night vision goggles. The only guys that'll be carrying around night vision goggles are going to be some kind of special forces, like the elite guys in North Korea's military. Those are the guys that are going to be carrying around night vision goggles, not the average soldier. Now, in the US military, it'd be different, where more soldiers would be equipped with night vision goggles, but North Korea, they would not be carrying that stuff around. That would be way too expensive. And even if they had night vision goggles, it would be much crappier quality compared to what they have with to the United States. And suppressors, same thing, is the average North Korean soldier soldier is not going to be carrying suppressors. So I don't know if they're going to say these guys are like some kind of special forces North Korean team or they're regular North Korean military. But regular North Korean military is not going to be carrying this type of stuff around. However, though, one thing I will say, and this is what's important, is that do not underestimate your enemy. Don't. That's one of the worst things that you can do, because I've seen a lot of people that say that North Korea is a joke, and I've seen a lot of comments of people saying that North Korea is starving, and you know, they're going to collapse at any moment. North Korea has not collapsed. They're very much a threat to South Korea, and North Korea, even though they have half the population of South Korea, North Korea has around like 25 to 26 million people, where I think South Korea has 51 million people. North Korea, their military is double the size of South Korea, even though they have half the population. So North Korea has at least 1 million active service men and women, where South Korea, I think, has about 500 or 600,000. Now, also about this, North Korea also conscripts women. It forces women into the military. I don't think South Korea does that. Correct me if I'm wrong. And North Korea has about 5 million people in reserve military. In the reserve military, it means these guys have gotten military training, and so while these guys might not be advanced, North Korea has a lot of numbers. They have a very, very big military. And so, like I said, is that underestimating your enemy is one of the worst things that you can possibly do. North Korea has been upgrading their technology within the last few years, especially if you look at their military parades. Their technology has gotten more advanced. But to be fair, though, is that that's probably going to be the best stuff that they're going to show at the parades for obvious reasons. It's not going to mean that all the soldiers are going to be carrying that stuff, but it is still something to be concerned about. Okay, so about this is New York, right here, New York City. I can tell it's Times Square. This is my hometown where I grew up. I do like how the Modern Warfare 4 logo is actually in Korean. I do love that. I actually like that. That's cool. So you see New York City right here in the cars. This is New York. It's set in the winter time, too. This is Captain Price here. Now, Captain Price goes rogue here, and what I've read about this is that Captain Price does something really big here in this mission. This is apparently mission 2. I'm not going to say this for a fact because, again, I'm against the stupid leaks and all the other stuff. There was one YouTuber that I watched earlier who he claimed that he played Modern Warfare 4, and he claimed that it was from Ink Slasher's channel, if you want to check him out, but he claimed that he played Modern Warfare 4, and he explained what happens in this mission. It's really big. I don't want to say it here because it's a big spoiler, but judging by he says he played the game, you know, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt on that, but something really big happens here. That's the only thing I'll say about that. If you want to know what this mission is about, I guess watch Ink Slasher's video. I'll link that in the description down below, but it's a really big spoiler. So Captain Price ends up getting arrested here, caught. Okay, now this part here, this is
We make our own rules of engagement now.
So you can tell that the developers of this game, they're going back to the old Modern Warfare 3 formula, like the storyline. They're going back to Paris. This is going to make a lot of fans, including myself, happy that they're thinking about us in this way. We're going to have another really cool Paris car chase. Like that Paris car chase that you had in Modern Warfare 3 was one of the best ones in the series. So this is going to be really cool when this happens. These guys look like, from what I've seen, these guys here look like Kony, the Kony group, which are the Russian mercenaries that Makarov uses. So even though the main plot is going to be against North Korea, like North Korea are going to be the main villains, there are going to be a few missions where you're swapping to different characters and different parts of the world. This very much looks like Seoul right here. The capital of South Korea. This looks very much like it right here. Yeah, this is definitely not Pyongyang, 100%. This is not Pyongyang is the capital of North Korea. This is not Pyongyang. This very much looks like South Korea. Yeah. There's going to be a drivable tank. Okay, so about this here. So let's go back here a moment. Play this part. Okay, so find the defector. We'll burn this village to the ground if we have to. Defector means somebody who has switched sides. This is some kind of North Korean commander, and again, North Korea does have women that actually serve in active combat roles in their military, so this isn't unrealistic. Like, I know people are gonna say, you know, there's gonna be some people in the comments, they're gonna be like, oh, this game is woke because there's a female North Korean, like, you know, commander, but this is not unrealistic. Is North Korea actually does have officers in their military that are females, captains, lieutenants, majors. There are some pretty higher ranks in the North Korean military that are in that are women. But the other thing I will say here, if you look at the medals here, I don't know the North Korean medals, so I can't speak on that, on how accurate that is. But if you ever notice how, like, a lot of these North Korean generals, like, I'll have a picture of it on the screen, they did get that attention to detail right, they did research that, is that a lot of North Korean generals, they have, like, these ridiculous, like, you know, wall of medals, like, they have medals stretching down their entire chest. It's just absolutely ridiculous. And the reason that these generals have so many medals, even though they've never even served in a war, the reason these generals have medals is basically to show their loyalty to the regime. That's what it's that's what it's mainly about. It's like the regime giving you a medal. It's like the regime basically saying to you, thank you for your service to the regime, to the, you know, to the North Korean regime. That's what it's about. It's basically like it's seen as like a status symbol in North Korea. It's like, I have all of these medals. I'm big in society. I'm big in social class in North Korea. That's what it's primarily about. If they did not give these medals, a lot of these generals would feel, how would I say, unhappy. They would feel alienated. They might not be as loyal to the North Korean regime. So even though it's stupid, it's just a piece of metal that you're getting put on your chest. It's a sign of status, and it's a sign of symbol in North Korea. That's why all those generals have those medals. People laugh at that all the time, but that's the whole purpose of it, is the North Korean regime constantly gives them medals to basically show their loyalty to the regime, and that's basic. It's kind of like bragging rights, but it's also about, like, to show their social status inside North Korea. Now, this could very much be North Korea. I'm seeing what the buildings are looking like. This could actually be North Korea. This could actually be a North Korean village here. I'll actually show pictures of what a North Korean village looks like, and you'll actually see some of the houses here. So this actually might be a North Korean village. It could be a remote South Korean village, but I suspect this actually might be in North Korea. Also, about this here is looks like it's a little hard to tell. Looks like an M1911. I don't know why a North Korean officer would be carrying that. About this is, I hope that they show the brutality of the North Korean regime. The North Korean regime is extremely brutal, very violent. There's almost no second chances. In the North Korean, when you get punished by the North Korean regime, there's basically two punishments that you get from the North Korean regime: either death or hard labor. That's really what you get. There's really no other punishments, either death or hard labor. So that's very brutal, these guys. I don't think that really needs an explanation there. Okay, we saw a that was a T-90. It looks like a T-90 to me, Soviet tank. Some kind of car chase again here. This is from that mission with Captain Price at the beginning of the game again. Again, I think this game looks good. I think the story is going to be good, but just don't make it a 4-hour storyline. You see South Korean and American forces. I do like that attention to detail, so that's just the US there. And then here, you know, at the end, you got Ghost fighting Captain Price. I don't know what this is about. I have no idea what's going on here. What city this is in, I have no idea what city this is. I cannot tell from the buildings what city this is. Anybody knows what city this is? Let me know in the comments. I don't know if this is New York. I can't even tell if it's New York. It just there's too little info here. And then October 23, again, because of GTA 6. But this, why did they have to put this crap at the end of the trailer like this? Okay, so we have Captain Price. We have a new, you know, female French operator. This is Ghost. And we have some kind of South Korean operator. I don't know who this guy is. This guy is some kind of new character. I don't know why they had to put that in the end, the Vault Edition. Like, it's like, oh man, that stuff. But about the DMZ, I wanted to talk a little bit about that. Is from Ink Slasher's video when I watched him earlier, he said that DMZ is coming back. Again, I'll link his video down below if you want to check him out. But I'm excited for that. We don't really have any info about it. The only thing we know is that DMZ is coming back. But about DMZ is DMZ, for people that aren't familiar, it's that open world mode in Modern Warfare 2022, where you're in Mazrah, Building 21, Ashika Island, Vondel or Kochi Complex. It's basically 5 maps. And it was such a cool mode because it wasn't like a traditional Call of Duty mode where you're just killing everybody for no reason. You get with your squad, you can find other people, you can team up with them, you find loot, you complete missions, you get money, you extract the valuable loot, the radiation then kicks in, you try to escape. It's not like Battle Royale where you fight to the last man, like you can leave at any time. That's what I always liked about DMZ. It was such a fun mode, and it was one of my all-time favorite modes, probably my all-time favorite Call of Duty mode. And if DMZ is coming back in Modern Warfare 4, I'll definitely be really excited for it. And for people wondering, yes, I will do a playthrough of this, so if you're undecided, if you don't know whether you want Modern Warfare 4, I will definitely do a playthrough of this, but I can already tell, just from this trailer alone, I can already tell this is going to be better than Vanguard, this is going to be better than Modern Warfare 3, and this is going to be definitely better than Black Ops 7. So I'm looking forward to this. I'm not saying this is going to be the best Call of Duty game out there, but I am looking forward to this. I think, you know, they've had years to develop this game, unlike, you know, when they did Modern Warfare 3 in just 1 year. So I think that this game could actually be a good one. But let me know what you think down below, or let me know, are you going to pick this game up, or are you going to give it a try? If you're undecided, again, you can check out my playthrough of it later this year. I'll actually request if I can get a review copy early. We'll see if we can get that. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day, guys.